Good afternoon, 7th graders. Our Jeffers journals came in today. These journals are going to be used to take notes, keep our data in, record information during our labs, and for the graphing of the temperature throughout the year. The journals, the Jeffers journals have a nice durable hardcover on the outside, should hold up real well for us throughout the year. Inside of that, we're going to have a placard, name placard page. You're going to put your name on there and probably some little decorative design that will enable you to find your Jeffers journal a little bit more easily out of the tub. On the back side of that, we're going to, on the back side of the name placard, we're going to turn this into a top table of contents page. And then the first pages in our journal are going to be where we're going to collect our data for sunrise, sunset, length of day, the high temperature, low temperature, and the average. Okay, so the first 25 pages of this book are going to be dedicated for data collection throughout the year. Each of the pages in the book are going to be numbered, starting with number 1, and then we'll go to 140. 1 to 140. The first 25 are going to be allocated for data collection and recording. On each of the data collection pages, it's going to be like a 4 by 4 grid. Okay, you're going to have 16 boxes on there. Each box is going to be 5 boxes wide and 8 boxes up and down. After your data collection pages are done, 1 through 25, pages 26 through 60 are going to be phenology pages. A phenology page is where you're going to make observations of things that you see in the nature. So here's a couple examples. On March 8th was the observation of daylight savings time. And that is where we, in the spring of the year, we would spring our clocks forward to take more advantage of the daylight. On March 9th over here, I noted a black-capped chickadee outside the classroom. On March 11th, I noticed that the tulips were growing or popping up out of the dirt next to the building on the north side. That would get the south sun, so that was warming the ground and allowing the tulips to grow. And then another one on March 8th was the Canadian snow geese on Fish Trap Lake. We were fishing and they were starting to do some nesting behaviors. You will do 4 phenologies a month. Here's another one. Here we had what is that? Let's do this bottom one. That was the cedar waxwings. They were outside the window. They were eating the berries in the flowering crab tree, the apples. Over here at the top, I had a shamrock plant in my room, and I would notice that in the end of the day that the plant would close up. And then over on the bottom over here, there was a fan from a ruffed grouse. Oh no, there was a Cooper's hawk outside the room in the my room in the flowering crab tree, and I think he was trying to capture one of those cedar waxwings that was eating the crab apples in the tree. Pages 6. So that was 26 to 60 are going to be your phenology pages. You're going to do those like 4 pictures a month. Pages 60 through 120 is going to be things like notes. So here we have some notes on classification. And then over here, there's more on classes of invertebrates. And then some deer notes starting over here. So different notes. We had something about abiotic and biotic. different types of notes will be put in there. And there will also be some laboratory things. Let me see if I can find one of those. I didn't have a lab in this notebook, but when we do labs, we're gonna do probably one of the first labs that we're gonna do in here is a flower lab, and there'll be a page that you'll paste in here and glue in, and you'll have parts of the flower identified and peeled off the flower and taped your paper or glued to your paper and then put in your lab. And then finally, the last pages, the last 20 pages are going to be the pages where you will be graphing your temperatures. Okay, so again, just in review, we'll have pages 1 through 25 are going to be your data collection pages. Pages 26 through 60 are going to be your phonology pages. 61 through 120, your labs and notes. And 121 to 140 is going to be your graphing. So at this point, you can start numbering your pages 1 to 140. I would number your pages with pencil so that if you miss a page or you make a mistake, you can erase. Ink is a little less forgiving, so please use pencil. If you need one, ask. I have several.